Good afternoon, my name is Ferris, and then today we're going to be doing a YMCA bike test. What I'm going to give you right here is going to be a informed consent paper that I'm going to go over with you. There's a pen so you can sign some stuff. So the YMCA submax test is a test that's going to help us determine your VO2 max and a fitness level, which we're going to use in your exercise prescription. The second paragraph says that with your medical history and everything, that we reviewed it, we find that this is a safe test for you to participate in. The third one is just telling you that you're going to be participating on a bike, and that it's called a cycle ergometer. And then the test will have the amount of effort increasing every stage. The YMCA bike test is usually 2 or 3 minute stages, 4 minute stages sometimes. And then you'll have a minimum of 2 stages and a maximum of 4 stages. And then in those stages, we'll be getting heart rates, blood pressures, and an RPE. An RPE is going to be a rating of perceived exertion. And then it's got it written right here on the bike. And it's a 6 to 20 scale. And so whenever I ask you a RPE, you just let me know, you just give me a number. And then we're going to check right here on this first box right here, we're going to be doing the YMCA cycle.
Yeah, we're gonna check it.
And then go ahead and initial on the paragraphs as you're reading it. Alrighty, and then just to let you know, with any exercise testing, that there are risks, and it could be anywhere from, we're going to be watching out for like abnormal blood pressures or abnormal heart rates, stuff like that, whenever I do the heart rates and blood pressures and everything through each stage. Some of the severe side effects could be leg fatigue, you could be just tired, and you can let me know at any time that if you ever get to a point where you're feeling anything strange like chest pain or anything like that, you let me know and we can stop the test and everything. And this is completely a voluntary test. We can stop at your request. If you're getting tired or anything, then try to push through. I'll motivate you and everything. But if you're just feeling kind of a leg fatigue or something like that, then we'll try to push through it. And then some of the some more severe side effects would be you could have a heart attack, death would be worst case scenario. And then us knowing your results and everything, we're going to keep everything completely confidential. You'll be listed as a case number, and then if you have any questions for me, let me know. Other than that, we can go ahead and get started.
I'm ready.
Are you ready? All right, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get you to flip the paper over, and then if you don't have any questions, just put no questions asked.
Where in? Right here?
Right there. And then after you've read that, initial that paragraph.
It's the first.
Yes. All right, and then I'll sign right here. All righty. So you have no questions for me or anything? And I'll go over the directions on how to pedal and everything whenever I get you on the bike, and then we'll go ahead and start. I'm gonna get you to sit quietly with your legs uncrossed for about 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna let you have some time to relax and everything. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put a blood pressure cuff on you while you're relaxing. Right now, I'm gonna feel for palpate for your brachial artery. It's gonna be right here. How's that?
That's good.
Is that good? Not too tight?
Yep.
Alrighty, get this untangled. And then I'm gonna get you to hold on to this for me. And in the last 30 minutes, have you had any tobacco, alcohol, caffeine, or any other medications or anything like that? Have you voided your bladder in the past 30 minutes? All right. And then I'm just going to kind of let you sit quietly for about 5 minutes. Now that you've been resting for 5 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some resting measurements from you. I'm gonna get a heart rate and a blood pressure. So for your heart rate, I'm just gonna grab right here on your radial artery. Okay. We have a resting heart rate of 82. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and check your blood pressure. All right, I'm gonna grab your hand. You can put your hand kind of right here by my side. Resting blood pressure was 112/62. All right, I'm gonna take the blood pressure cuff off of you, and we're gonna go get a height and weight for you. And we're gonna step over here. I'm gonna ask you to go ahead and take your shoes off for me. If you don't have anything in your pockets or anything. And then I'm gonna have to get you to take your hair down for me as well. We'll set right here. All right, then what I'm gonna get you to do is you're gonna step backwards, you're gonna place your heels together and put them all the way against the back of this. All right, I'm gonna get you to put your upper back in the back of your head. Breathe in, and then go ahead and breathe out, and then go ahead and step out for me. All right, I'm gonna make sure the scale's calibrated really quick. All right, and then I'm gonna get you to go ahead and stand on the scale for me. About how much do you normally weigh?
23, I think.
All right, 121. step off and we'll go back over here. Now we're gonna place a heart monitor that we're gonna use to get your heart rates while you're on the bike, and I'm gonna have you stand about right here. I'm gonna wet it'll be a little cold. And then what I'm gonna get you to do is I'm gonna get you to pull that up a little bit for me, and then we're gonna place it about right here. I'm gonna get you to put your finger right there. I'm gonna wrap around. Alrighty. Not too uncomfortable?
No.
Alright. Now I'm gonna have you stand over here beside the bike. And you can come stand on this side for me. And then I'm gonna get you to stand over a little bit more to the right. And then what I'm gonna get you to do is you're gonna place your left hand right here, and then you're gonna lift your foot up, and then you're gonna rotate your ankle back and forth. And then I'm gonna palpate for your bone right here so I can set your seat height. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Alrighty. I'm gonna drop the seat a little bit. Okay, and then go ahead and step up on the bike,
Should I put my shoes
and go ahead and have you put your shoes on, I'm sorry. Alright, then I'm gonna have you point your right leg straight down, toes pointed down, and then toes pointed up. Alrighty, and then I'm gonna get you to pedal a couple times for me. Okay. Keep pedaling for me. Does that feel comfortable?
Yeah.
Alrighty, and I'm gonna adjust these straps. Alright, and back. Is that too tight?
No, that's good.
Alright. Alright, and how's that?
That's good.
Alright, handlebars look good, are they comfortable?
Yeah.
Alright. Now I'm gonna get you set up with the blood pressure cuff again. I'm gonna palpate for that brachial artery again. Alright, how's that?
That's good.
Alright, so this is a Monarch cycle ergometer, and what you're gonna be doing, and I'm gonna let you have a little warm up, is you're gonna be pedaling at a RPM. Try to keep it at 50, but you can go anywhere from 48 to 52, but try to keep it there at 50. You're gonna stay that way through all the stages, even though I add resistance. And then I'm gonna let you have whenever I do the blood pressure, try not to grip the handlebars, because that may mess with the blood pressure or heart rate and everything. And then like I said, every minute I'm gonna be doing a heart rate on you, and then at the end of every 3-minute stage, I'm gonna do a blood pressure on you, and then I'm gonna ask you that RPE. And then that's gonna be right here on that right side, and all you gotta do is give me a number.
Okay.
Alrighty, and do you have any questions or anything?
I'll do that.
Alrighty, and remember, if you have anything weird feeling, then make sure you let me know. And then what were we gonna say?
I do have a question. In between each stage, do I stop or keep pedaling?
You're gonna keep pedaling.
Okay.
Try to keep that 50 the whole entire test
Okay.
until we finish. And then even after that, we'll have a little cool down. We'll have an active cool down, and I want you to still stay at that 50, but I'm gonna turn the resistance off, and it'll get a little bit easier.
Okay.
And then what I'm gonna let you do right now is I want you to do like a 3 to 5 minute warm up. And then we're just gonna really practice on keeping that 50 RPM.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a little little strange at first with no weight on it. Doing good. Yeah, it gets easier when you add the weight. Doing good. All right, good job. And then I'm gonna get you to stop filming for a second. And then I'm gonna get a minute zero heart rate and blood pressure from you. And then I'm also asking your RP as well. For a minute zero heart rate, we have 97. Check your blood pressure. Minute zero blood pressure at 122/80. And how hard do you think you're working right now?
6.
Good deal. All right. And then we're ready to go ahead and start the test. Go ahead and start pedaling forward. And then I'm gonna add resistance. And pedal at 50 pounds. All right. And we're gonna go ahead and start. And just maintain that cadence of around 50. Doing good. Perfect. Minute 1 heart rate at 104. Doing great, Reagan. Doing perfect. Minute 2 heart rate at 106. Go ahead and start blood pressure. (122/78), and how hard do you think you're working?
7.
Minute 3 heart rate is 111, and then we're going to go ahead and add weight. We're going to go ahead and add 1 kilogram. And then just keep that 50 cadence, and you're doing great. Slow it down just a little bit. Good job. Minute 4 heart rate is 112. Doing great. Good job. Good job, Reagan. Minute 5 heart rate is 119. We're going to start another blood pressure. 128 over 80. How hard do you think you're working?
11.
All right. And we have a heart rate of 120. We have steady state. We're going to go up another 0.5. And just keep feeling that 50 RPMs. Good job. Doing great. We have a minute 7 heart rate of 127. Doing great. How are you feeling?
Good.
Doing good. Minute 8 heart rate of 135. Go ahead and get a blood pressure. Blood pressure 132 over 82. And how hard do you think you're working?
13.
And then if we get steady state, we'll go up another 0.5 kilograms. Heart rate of 140, we have steady state. Doing good. Doing perfect. Doing good. Minute 10, heart rate at 149. Doing good. Slow it down just a Minute 11, we have a heart rate of 148. Go ahead and get a blood pressure. Blood pressure was 136/80. And how hard do you think you're working?
15.
And we have a heart rate of 153. Okay. You've completed all 4 stages. I'm going to take the resistance off and I'm going to get another blood pressure. And just keep pedaling for me. IPE blood pressure of 124/80. And just keep pedaling for me. Heart rate of 147. And we begin our active cool down. We'll just keep pedaling. Slow down a little bit.
So keep it.
Keep that up. Minute 1 of active cool down, heart rate is 109. Looking good. Doing perfect. Everything feeling all right? Minute 2 of active cool down, the heart rate is 104. Blood pressure. (118/78). What I'm gonna get you to do is we're gonna go ahead and start our seated cool down. I'm gonna get you to go ahead and stop pedaling for me, and then I'm gonna help you get onto the chair. A heart rate of 103. Everything's coming down normally. I'm gonna go ahead, you can stop pedaling, you can go ahead and remove your feet. And then I'll bring this over here.
Stand up.
We'll go ahead and sit down. Alright, that should hold that for you. Everything feeling alright? Minute 4, heart rate at 88. Doing good. Our minute 5 heart rate is 86. And then start warming blood pressure. (112/70). And then our minute 6 heart rate is 86. Okay, good deal. All right, so Reagan, your heart rate and blood pressure values have come back to almost a resting, and what I'm gonna get you to do for me is, in a second, I'm gonna get you to walk here to the computer and back, and I'm gonna check your gait, make sure everything, you're not off balance or anything. And then another thing that I recommend that you doing in the next 30 minutes is getting a snack and something to drink, something like a juice or something like that. And then I want you to make sure that if you're feeling strange or anything, give us a call back. And then if you're feeling anything crazy out of the normal, then go ahead and call 911. And then after we get done with this, we're gonna go ahead and plug all the values in and get our formula, and then I'll see you back next Tuesday for your exercise appointment and be ready to exercise.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna take the blood pressure cuff off of you. All right, get you to stand up. And I'm just gonna get you to walk straight to that computer and back. And then I'll see you next Tuesday. All righty. You have a good weekend.
Thank you.
No problem.